Star Wars Episode 7, Shadows of the Past. Chapter 6, Fathers and Sons. Ben Solo stands apart from the others, the voices still echoing in his ears. His hand shakes as he stares at the floor, the revelation still pounding in his skull. His father, his master, all of them part of the same lie. Rey approaches him, unsure of what to say.
Ben.
He doesn't look up. Finn steps forward, his voice rough but steady.
We can't stay here. Reinforcements could be here any minute.
Jaren leans against the console, his wounded shoulder bound in half-melted armor plating. He gestures weakly toward one of the blinking monitors.
There's a shuttle bay. Lower level, southeast corner. They still have one shuttle there, fueled and ready to go. That communication was pinging from the Senate Annex. If we want answers, that's where we'll find them.
And then that's where we're going.
Ben, you're in no shape to.
And you are? I need answers. And you need the sect off your back. This was always the plan.
Rey meets his gaze for a moment. There is no argument in her eyes, only grim understanding. She nods once. They strip what gear they can from the fallen, patch the worst of Jaren's wounds, and move toward the exit. Every step echoes through the ruined base like a countdown.
If we're heading up there, we're not sneaking our way out of this. I never thought we would. Just point me to the nearest terminal when we get in. I'll do the rest.
Rey slings his good arm over her shoulder to steady him. Ben takes the lead, cloak tattered, eyes hollow, but burning with purpose. Without another word, the five of them step through the smoke-filled corridor, Jedi and shadows bound by the same fury, heading for the shuttle bay and the truth waiting above. Deep beneath Coruscant, in the aftermath of the fighting, Grandmaster Luke Skywalker walks among the ruins. The hangar once belonged to a smuggler, Ak-Seba, but tonight it is a graveyard. Scorched durasteel, shattered crates, bodies half buried in smoke and dust. This is where Ben Solo's trail went cold.
Grandmaster, we've got most of Level 1313B locked off. 37 hostiles confirmed, no civilians. We've also had reports of a lightsaber wielder fighting a small war in the nearby streets.
Yes, I see the markings here, indicative of a lightsaber as well.
He kneels beside a scorched impact mark, presses his hand to the ground. The investigators step back as the air around him hums, kicking up dust slightly. Through the Force, the room breathes again. He feels it. Chaos, fear, and beneath it all, one presence blazing like a storm. Ben.
He was here, afraid and angry. I sense betrayal.
He follows the echo out through a ruptured corridor into the undercity streets. Every step takes him deeper into the labyrinth. The echo pulls him further. In time, he reaches a half-collapsed foundry choked in smog. Just as he arrives, a vibration through the metal beneath his feet. A massive door slides open in the foundry wall. A shuttle bursts out of the darkness, engines flaming, rising towards the surface levels. Luke shields his face from the blast, eyes narrowing as the Force floods through him. Ben is inside. Luke can sense him, but something is different, raging inside him in a way he's never felt before.
Oh, kid, what are you doing?
He turns, sprinting back in the direction of his X-Wing, cloak snapping in the wind.
Control, this is Skywalker. I need pursuit clearance. Sectors 1313 through 1310.
Luke quickly switches the channel on his comlink over to his faithful droid companion.
R2, I need you to prep the fighter immediately.
His force-augmented speed makes him almost a blur as he rushes back to the hangar at which he arrived. He blazes past the New Republic guards without a word and slides into the pilot seat of his ship. The engines ignite. The fighter tears upward through the haze, chasing the shuttle's fading heat trail.
Hold on, Ben. I'm coming.
The stolen shuttle breathes like a caged animal on approach. Low lights wash the cockpit in blue. Outside, the annex sits like a polished tooth in the city, diplomatic, secure, careful. Jaren pilots with one good shoulder and a grim smile. His wound is bandaged but raw. He favors it when the G-forces bite. He moves like a man who's learned to do everything with one good hand.
I can use the shuttle's sect codes to get us into the annex without a fuss. But after that, it's all on us.
Good. You just get us in there.
Just don't forget why we're here. Cut the head off the snake and the body dies.
Do with the rest what you want, but you leave my father to me.
Nobody says a word. They know they can't, and Ben's grim facade tells them there's no use in arguing. The shuttle rocks as Jaren lines up the descent. Using stolen sect codes and a practiced hand, Jaren ghosts them into the bay. No alarms, no suspicion. The shuttle slips into a slot meant for authorized diplomats.
Okay, doors open in 30. Let's everybody try to keep our heads now. You hear?
They suit up quickly, masked visors clipped. The salvaged Shadow Guard plates fitted again like familiar armor. Rey checks her staff. Finn flexes his vibroblade, slow and methodical. Amana shoulders her heavy blaster and slides the safety off. Not to fire, but to feel the real weight of it. Ben's hand closes on the hilt of his saber, but he lets it rest in the holster. The corridor outside the shuttle is quiet and too clean. Carpet muffles their steps. The air smells faintly of disinfectant and expensive perfume, the kind of sterility designed to calm the wealthy. Thankfully for the group, the night is late, and the halls are empty, barring a few patrols and maintenance droids. Rey whispers an order.
2 teams. Finn and I take point. Amana, you watch Jaren and cover our rear. Ben, you stay in the center and be ready to assist either team as the need arises.
I know what to do.
Down the corridor, 2 guards stand chatting beside the terminal to the main chamber.
2 targets. They're down. Moving.
They reach the grand doors of the inner chamber. Jaren's fingers fly across the console pad, one sharp deep, and the locks disengage. The door parts. Inside, the chamber bursts into chaos. The sect leaders leap to their feet. Dravenkor, Vos Tyne, a half a dozen others, cloaked in the arrogance of power. Guards swarm forward, blasters raised. Rey and her Shadow Guard meet them halfway. The fight is clean, efficient, practiced. Finn's blade a flurry, Amana's heavy blaster cutting through the armor, Rey's staff snapping against helmets and ribs. And Ben ignores all of it. He pushes through the chaos, straight for the far end of the chamber. Han Solo stands there, wide-eyed, hand hovering near his blaster, but not drawing it.
Do you have no shame?
Ben?
You left me at the temple, like I was nothing. Do you know what that was like? Every day, alone.
What are you doing with these people?
Ben completely ignores the question, lost in his own anger.
And while I was left without a father, you were here, working with them, the same people who killed her.
Ben, slow down. Who killed who?
They killed Mom, and you're serving them. Were you going to kill me too?
Han looks lost, half frozen in disbelief. Behind them, Rey and her shadow guard finish the last of the defenders. The smoke settles, the air hangs heavy. Then, as the doors to the chamber open behind them, the moment hangs as if time itself had stopped. As the light of the outside hallway shines behind him, the towering silhouette of Master Naro Salar stands at the doorway. The moment buckles under the sound of his booming voice.
I knew you'd joined the enemy. I would name you a fallen Jedi, but you were never really a Jedi to begin with, boy.
Ben turns. The fury in him ignites faster than his saber.
Shut up!
He charges. It's not a duel, it's a storm, hopelessly crashing against a mountain. Naro Salar barely moves. A flick of the wrist, a twist of the force. Ben's blade goes wide, his body thrown backward as if hit by a cannon. He collapses, unconscious or close enough. Han shouts his name and runs to him.
Ben!
Rey and the Shadow Guard turn to face Master Salar, weapons raised.
Finn, Amana.
They shift formation, blasters and blades ready. Salar doesn't flinch. He only stares them down with his empty gray eyes. The chamber is chaos as the battle begins, and through it all, Han Solo kneels beside his son. Ben's head rests in his father's lap. His eyes flutter, unfocused. For a heartbeat, there's peace. Then awareness hits like a cold water.
Dad?
Han looks down, relief breaking through fear.
Ah, kid. You scared the hell out of me.
No, you don't get to touch me.
He twists away, rolling from Han's grasp, weak arms shoving against him. The effort drains what little strength he has, but the anger keeps him upright, fueling him. Across the room, Rey and her Shadow Guard stand against the mountain that is Master Naro Salar. Rey moves first, staff spinning, fast and sharp, but Naro's movements are liquid precision, each deflection effortless. He redirects each attack with a motion of his hand. Naro flicks a hand. Finn slams into a column. Rey hits the floor, skidding on marble. Only Amana remains upright, blaster raised. She fires 3 perfect shots. The bolts stop, hanging, humming inches from Naro's hand. He slowly turns towards her.
You think you can harm me, child?
He takes a step forward. From the side, a voice, ragged, desperate.
Get away from her!
Jaren throws himself at Naro, driving with everything he has left. Naro catches him mid-charge by the throat, lifting him easily off the ground.
Filthy Sith trash!
Jaren's face twists beneath his helmet as he gasps for air.
You decrepit old hypocrite.
The crack echoes through the marble hall as Jaren's body goes limp. Amana's scream tears the silence apart.
Jaren!
She fires wildly, grief turning every shot into fire. Naro tosses Jaren's dead body onto Amana, sending her crashing into a pillar, the weight of the body pinning her down. Across the chamber, Ben rises. He hasn't even noticed the death, the fighting, the fire. He only sees his father.
The sect killed her. We saw it. We hacked your files. We saw everything. And you work with them?
Ben, what are you talking about?
Did you help them do it? Is that it? Was Mom just politics to you?
No, listen.
But Ben's hand is already raised. His fingers tremble. His eyes burn with tears. The air thickens.
Ben, I didn't know.
It's over before he realizes what he's done. The power fades, and Han falls to the ground, lifeless. Ben drops beside him, horror washing the color from his face.
No. Dad. No. What have I done?
Across the room, Naro Salar turns.
I knew this would end the same way. Given the same circumstances, you'd fall, just as your grandfather did. But I will not let you become another Darth Vader.
Rey, Finn, and Amana freeze. Darth Vader. The word hits them like a detonation. None of them speak. None of them dare. Rey catches their eyes, gestures silently toward the exit. Together, they drag Jaren's body from the chamber. Naro doesn't even notice, his pale, unfeeling eyes set solely on Ben. His blade burns to life for the first time, a brilliant yellow line poised above Ben's neck. And then, the door on the adjacent side of the chamber swings open as Luke Skywalker arrives.
What happened here?
Luke rushes into the chamber and freezes. Han lies motionless. Ben kneels beside him, shaking, and Naro stands over them both, saber raised.
Exactly what I warned you would happen. Your nephew has just killed his own father. I told you he should never have been trained.
Luke's face collapses in disbelief.
Ben, tell me you didn't.
Ben staggers to his feet, backing away from both of them, his voice shaking, barely human.
I didn't mean to. You wouldn't understand.
Ben, compose yourself. Why wouldn't I understand?
Through the shattered window, the stolen shuttle rises. Rey's voice cuts through the wind.
Ben! Jump! We have to go! Now!
Ben lowers his head. The choice is already made.
You wouldn't believe me, even if I told you.
He springs backward through the broken glass, vanishes into the shuttle as it banks and climbs. Naro lunges forward, but too late. Luke stands frozen, eyes locked, on the trail of light vanishing into the clouds. The hum of Naro's saber fades to silence. New light drapes itself over Coruscant once more. The fires have been put out, the reports filed, the silence restored. But in one private communication chamber within the old Jedi Temple, that silence feels heavier than the whole city below. Luke Skywalker and Naro Solar stand at the center of the room, their robes bright against the blue light of two flickering figures, Mara Jade and Ahsoka Tano.
Grandmaster Skywalker, you wanted confirmation? You have it. Ben Solo has fallen. He murdered his father before my very eyes.
His tone carries no sorrow, only vindication.
Han is dead.
Oh, Luke. Did the boy give any indication as to why he would kill his father?
What does the reason matter? I warned you this would happen. You coddled the boy. You excused his anger, his defiance. You interfered in my training. And now we pay the price for your sentiment.
Enough, Solar.
No, not enough. Your family's curse repeats itself, a line of weakness, of darkness. The blame is on you, Skywalker. This just proves that I have known from the start that you are not worthy of the role of Grandmaster.
Watch your tone, Master Solar.
You, Palpatine's assassin harlot, are not worthy of addressing me. I was a fool to tolerate your presence at all.
That is quite enough.
Master Solar's cold gaze settles on Luke.
You're right. It is.
He turns and storms out of the meeting, his olive and red robes flowing behind him. The call is silent for a moment, before Ahsoka speaks up again.
That didn't exactly sound like he was agreeing with me.
Something about this doesn't seem right. Did you hear the way he was talking? He sounded almost proud.
I sense it too. A disturbance in the Force centered around Master Solar. He's hiding something, and it has to do with Ben.
Then we need to find out what.
Did you see anything on the holo recordings of before you arrived in the chamber?
I saw a recording of Ben arriving with the girl and her shadow guard. There was some kind of argument between him and Han, but I couldn't make it out. The audio was corrupted.
Well, isn't that convenient?
A grim shadow falls upon Luke's face as he continues.
I then saw Ben choking Han. But Master Solar was in the room with them. He could have easily stopped Ben.
Maybe he didn't want to.
That's a serious accusation. But with everything that's happened, it warrants immediate investigating.
Then I leave it to you. But please, do it carefully. Remember, we don't have any proof, and we have no idea who else is involved or how. I have to go after Ben. He's at a breaking point, and he needs me. And I don't trust Master Solar not to go after him.
Be careful, my love, and bring him back safe.
I will. Skywalker out.
The hollows fade. Luke stands alone in the dark, the city's light painting his reflection across the glass. A friend dead, his son lost, but hope is not yet lost. And in his heart, Luke's determination burns bright. He will make this right.
Thus, Season 1 comes to a close, and with my own voice, for the first time, unedited, I would like to thank you all for watching. To those of you who have been following the series so far, leaving comments, liking the videos, and subscribing, it has truly meant the world to me. I also want to thank everyone who chooses to watch this series in the future. That support means more to me than I can properly express. I can hardly believe that we have already reached the end of Season 1. That being said, I can promise you that this is not the end. In the coming week, I plan to release my first channel update video, where I will outline my plans for the future of this channel and the content that I intend to create. But until then, I can already confirm that this story will continue in Season 2, Legacy of Darkness. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe, and may the Force be with you, always.